Hey guys, yesterday we said let's watch for some geometric trading tomorrow, and this morning the market delivered. So what we've been looking at so far is a QQQ or future setup that gave us a nice entry opportunity at some confluence, and then came back to that same confluent level, gave us another entry opportunity, actually stopped us out. But I want to take a look at the charts and show you exactly what the logic was for those trades, and then show you what the logic is going forward for the rest of the day. So let's take a look at the charts. Here you see it. We've got the triple Q, NASDAQ 100, open today. We were down. We bounced right at the central pivot and made it all the way up to first resistance. And in the process, we put in some interesting levels, some interesting threshold levels. So you can see here that this anchored volume weighted average price right there, that overlaps with some volume by price out on the axis, and it overlaps nicely with support that formed just a little bit later. And then we had a move back down again, and that is, roughly in this area right here is what we're talking about. And the anchored VWAP for that is right there. Those two things acted to give us a nice level that we could anticipate some stuff happening at. That would be this 365.28 line on the chart. And if you look at what happened, right, so we're looking at this level right in here as a support level. And if you look at what happened later, we had an opportunity. So again, right, the best opportunities are the ones that you wait for. You wait for them to come to you, and you want to make sure that you're capitalizing on something that's actually there. So one of the first things that I looked for this morning was that as this price was coming down into here, right, that we didn't just take a trade somewhere along the line here. We waited for it to come all the way down until it hit the session VWAP. The session VWAP, the support and resistance from yesterday's closing range, the volume by price data, and the 2 standard deviation move back down below the average price for the session. Right, the average price floating around in here. And this is 2SD out on that price. So all those things overlapped and told us that we had a good opportunity for a long entry, and that long entry then at 364.04 had a target up here at 365.28. So why not go for the push up into this part of the range up here, or maybe even anticipate the move up to the pivot? Well, again, the confluence. So when you see confluence of indication like this, right, we've got this set of anchored VWAPs here, and we're getting back into this area right here, which is where the average price is, right? All that stuff sort of adds up to say the logical profit objective is going to be right there. So that was the first trade of the day. The next thing that happened, of course, we had the move that was just sort of rotated back down again. And once the move back down into here happens, then what we've got is a move that tells us, we've got a possible inflection here, but then winds up going and diving down below. So this one was actually a stop out. So 364.04, that entry stopped us out the second time around, just right down below that line. And then, of course, we don't participate in this big overshoot down to the downside. All right, so that is it for today. That is the game plan for the afternoon. And, just going to keep looking for that geometry to set up. Those geometric trades just happen over and over and over again. If those bands keep widening, I'm going to stay away from it. Already had, really good position earlier today. And, we're going to see what happens going into the close. All right, so if you have any questions, shoot me an email, adrian@traderinsight.com. Hope you have a great trade.